It's about 6:30 or so. Um, out here in my Arizona room with my doggy. And I decided to add a little bit um, of content today. Um, MSA, if you found this content, then you may already know what MSA is. If you do not, it is an acronym. It stands for Multiple Systems Atrophy. And as I said in the subscript to this channel's title, this is an unvarnished patient view of life with MSA. And I just want to say that there may be some colorful language from time to time. I don't know what YouTube's tolerance is for colorful language. Anyone who lives with this condition is well familiar with all of the bad words that describe it. I have told people that life with daily life with MSA is analogous to the fable of King Sisyphus in the Greek fable that we all learned in school. And yeah, it is like rolling a boulder up a incline, only to have it roll down and crush us at the end of the day. I use the plural because I think that anyone suffering with MSA knows exactly what I mean. And those who are caregivers, who help people with MSA, like myself, are well acquainted with these struggles like King Sisyphus. I've also told people that living with MSA is like Horace McCoy's Depression era novel, They Shoot Horses, Don't They? And the struggle of dancing constantly, which is sort of what living with MSA is like. And it's not easy. And people that help us, they know that very well. And others who have never experienced life with a person with MSA. My experience started when I became very, very weak. My family doctor at that time, he worked me up for everything under the sun. He tested me for West Nile. He tested me for Lyme. Everything you could think of. He told me that he thought I might have ALS. This was years ago. But he said that you do not have fasciculations, which I understood later is a lower motor neuron feature. And so they sent me to a neurology clinic nearby. I met a nice physician assistant. She gave me a 1, 2, 3 neurological exam. Lasted all of 3 minutes. Where they do the chicken lift, raise your elbows up and So anyway, I had that, and I also had the where the technician shocks you from head to toe and even on your neck, with their electrode. And then the doctor comes in, and does his thing with the muscular, with the needles. All of that was, it was negative for everything. I said, you're fine. But I'm not fine. Because I'm getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And so I saw a nurse practitioner, in that same family practice clinic, she told me that I had been worked up the wazoo, quite the medical term, and that there was nothing wrong with me, and it basically stopped bothering us. So I was enraged, after that encounter. I wasn't very happy. And for a year after that, that was at one of those Medicare wellness visits. They give us Medicare subscribers once a year. And anyway, and for a year, I did improve. I thought I did. I was able to walk further and with more energy, but it didn't last long. And by the time 12 months had gone by, I was so weak that I parked my car with my spouse, my lovely wife, and we were at Wally World. And I parked my car about 100 yards from the door. And my wife and I went in there, and I was doing something around the pharmacy, which is near that door. And I decided to walk out to the car because I was feeling very unwell. And I was so weak and just utterly near collapse. I got to my car, opened the door, and just fell into the driver's seat, unable to basically move a muscle. And I knew when that happened that I was really, really sick. Something was wrong, despite all indication to the contrary. I was sick. And as it turns out, I outlived my doctor. That's maybe a morbid thought, perhaps, but I was thinking about putting that on my grave marker. I outlived my doctor. He was a great guy, and he gave me his cell number, his personal cell. How many doctors are going to do that, right? I didn't use it. I never had the occasion to, but it was kind of a comfort knowing that I could shoot him a text message or something if something went crazy. So, and he had a stroke and he passed away. What a shame, because he was a fantastic doctor. I wish he had lived long enough so that, in a way, he could have validated his own suspicions when I received my diagnosis. So that was kind of the beginning of my story. Very, very weak. I thought I had myasthenia gravis. And I think that they had an idea that I might have that. And as part of their workup, they did a test called it's a blood test. It's a anti-nuclear antibody. I believe that it's kind of like a non-specific general screening test if they suspect an autoimmune disease like MG, myasthenia gravis. As far as I know, the test was negative, but that doesn't really rule it out, I don't think. I think that you can have MG and still have a negative ANA. So anyway, I don't think that I have that, and so yeah, here I am, Bud Krillin, MSA patient, Tucson, Arizona. If you got this far, thanks for watching, and I will offer more as I'm able. Thank you for watching and paying attention to my story. Thank you so much.